up, doll heads? Welcome back to another video. Yes, I am back with another one after some time, but I am still here. I'm still collecting, not as fiercely as I have been in the past, but I do have a few new things that I wanted to jump on here and show you guys. Some of it's new-ish, some of it I've had for a little while and just kind of, you know, settling in, rearranging constantly, changing outfits, making room, buying more doll stands because I have more dolls that are in storage. So yeah, I just kind of pulled up a few little small things that I wanted to show you guys today. So today's focus is going to be on smaller dolls. I'm going to show you some Tutti-esque type dolls, and then a few others that honestly I don't remember if I've shown you guys before, but I figured I would just kind of group them all together because they're all small and adorable. So I guess I'll start with Tutti and then we'll just move on from there. So a few of these actually I had for a while and they were sort of disheveled, and it took a little bit of work to get them looking the way that I wanted to. And I had other, projects and things going on. So these kind of got put into storage, and I just recently kind of revived them from the condition that they were in. So this little lady right here is a blonde Tutti, and this outfit, I had to write everything down because I really don't retain most of the names of these outfits. So this one is called Seashore Shorties. And of course these things, they came with other pieces and little accessories and things. This is all I have. This came in an estate sale lot, but she does have her little matching bottoms, which are very cute. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but she does have something on her head. So a lot of these Tutti dolls that I've gotten, their hair is insane, almost unmanageable. So some of them I kind of had to work on their bangs a little bit. Maybe their bangs were kind of gappy, so I ended up sort of folding a little bit of hair over to kind of mask it. That's Bitsy. Hi, Bitsy. Yeah. So when that happens, the bangs still will kind of stick up and be all sort of crazy. So, when these dolls, some of the dolls were new, they came with like a plastic kind of sheath that went over their heads to sort of keep their hair in place. And there's a lot of different techniques to make your own at home to tame the hair. And mine is actually just done with tape. So after I get done showing you these dolls, I actually grabbed the tape and scissors, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Like I said, there's lots of different ways. I've seen people talk about using like old pill bottles that you can actually slide the bottle down over the head, and it fits really well. I think on bigger dolls, maybe not Tutti, maybe Skipper or something like that. So there's a lot of different techniques, but I'll show you guys what I do, and maybe you can do that if you have a doll that has crazy hair. All right, so that's Tutti number 1. We have Tutti number 2. And she's a little brunette. And again, her hair was nutso, so I had to slap a little tape on there. And this has only been for, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks or so. I did put them back into storage after I finished doing this, just because I kind of want the tape to sit on there and really like flatten the hair out, give it a little bit of time before I put them out on display. So that's why they still have their little face shields on. But yeah, these dolls are very cute. All right, this girl, not really sure what the deal is with her. When I got her, her hair was up like this, and I don't know if it's just because it's been so long, but this is the way that her hair is going to be. I tried to flatten it out and make it look, like normal or whatever, but it's kind of cute up in a little curly ponytail type of situation, and sometimes I just go with the flow. Like if a doll has thatching, but like the hair's been put up or something, there's a lot of times where I'm able to find the thatching and really kind of smooth it back out. But this one, it just wasn't going to happen. So she is wearing skipping rope, I believe, and She also comes with a little jump rope. So this one I actually did have on display because the outfit's very cute. And the doll's cute too. So. All right. Another thing that I have had for a little while that needed restoration that I just kind of put on the back burner is Tutti Night Night Sleep Tight. So it's Tutti. She came in a box. There were several kind of like a gift set sort of thing. You know, it came with a bunch of accessories and stuff. And this was one of them. So there was like, I don't know, Sunday Treat, you know, where she came with Todd and they were in like a little ice cream shop. And there's a whole bunch of different sets. So I had this set and I knew what it was, but I took the Tutti and I displayed her in the little like beach outfit, which comes with a little beach pail, because I really liked that outfit. And I left it like that for a long time. But the bed needed, you know, the bedding needed to be restored. The outfit for the bedding, you know, that matches the bedding, all of that was like stained and crumpled and whatever. So I finally took the time, I pulled it out, dropped it in the OxyClean, let it dry, and the outfit is actually, the whole set is very cute. So Tutti comes with this little plastic bed with the bedding that matches, and she comes with a little tiny comb and a little brush, as some of these dolls do, which is totally dysfunctional but cute for display. And here's Tutti. She's got her little jammies, she's got her slippers. And I believe when I looked up the pictures of her, I think she had like a little ribbon that kind of held her hair back. So that's why her hair sort of looks kind of wavy, because it's actually supposed to have a little ribbon holding it back. But I kind of like the little waves. I think I'll just leave her like that. All right. Now, a doll that I think kind of has a similar theme. They made a set of dolls that they called Pretty Pairs. And it was a doll, and they came with a little doll that kind of coordinated whatever they were wearing, right? So I have one of those. I would love to have more, but oh my goodness, they are very expensive. I think I just sold the dress for Lori and Rory, and it wasn't even in that good a condition. And somebody bought like, I don't remember how much they paid for it, $20, $25, something, just for the dress. So not even like any of the other stuff. So yeah, they're pricey. So this one is Nan and her doll Fran, which I got them for a pretty good deal. They were a little dirty, but again, it's kind of one of those, they're not necessarily hard to find. Like if you really want one, you can find them, but they're not all that common, right? So when I saw it and the price was okay, I was like, yeah, let me just go ahead and grab it. Not to mention that it has everything. So like it's got her little slippers, which fall off all the time. The doll's in good shape. Like she's got her little cap. Very cute set. If you get the opportunity to get one of these sets, they are definitely worth it. You know, pricey or not, if you can get them for a deal, definitely snag them up because they are extremely cute. And obviously, I've had this one for a little while. This one is Buffy and Mrs. Beasley. So this I got at an estate sale. And it was, again, one of those like luck of the draw. The stuff was up front. I was an early person there. And I couldn't believe that I actually got it. You know, it wasn't like a bargain, like $1 or anything. But I mean, it's in the box and like mint condition. So whatever I paid for it, I'm sure was still a great deal for what it was. I would assume that this doll probably had like a plastic over it, like all the box dolls do, which obviously doesn't have now, but I ended up very carefully taking a doll stand, which looks kind of weird, and I put the doll in there with the stand because she just falls over when she's in the box. So it's a little weird to have the doll stand inside of the box, but when she's on display, it's very handy because it keeps her upright. But this set is like definitely one of my favorites. Like the doll is cute. She's got the little tiny glasses. Buffy's hair with the little curls. This outfit is so cute. This set is absolutely adorable. And the box is in great shape. So heck yeah, love it. Very cute. All right, so the last one that I'm going to show you in this sort of line, I guess, is another one that I was really excited to get. So this is Chris. And Chris's face is different than Tootie's face. She's a friend or whatever. Tootie's cute, but I think Buffy and Chris, I think their faces are maybe the same face, just different paint. But I really like this face. I think she is just very, very cute. And I happened to get the dress in another lot of stuff, so I was able to piece her together because she didn't come in this when I bought her. But yeah, very cute. And her hair is kind of, it's almost sort of a reddish brown color, like an auburn. Oh, it's beautiful. Very, very cute. And you know, the problem with a lot of those dolls too is since they have the wire bending arms and legs, like for example, as cute as she is, her arms are permanently stuck out like this because the wires in her arms are no longer functional. But you can see like her knee is still okay. So yeah, these dolls, they can get a little weird sometimes when you're trying to display them. Like she just permanently looks like she's ready to give you a hug, which is okay. You know, it's cute, but yeah, you can't really pose them if if their wires are no longer functional. All right, so next up, I grabbed some of my Kittles, my little Kittle dolls, which again, I may have shown you some of these in the past, but they are very cute, and I think some of these maybe I haven't shown you. So little Kittles, you know, obviously they came as just like a little Kittle with a cute little outfit, and then they expanded and they made all these like themed, you know, animal Kittles or whatever, you know, that had little like animal outfits on. All of them are cute, let's be real. Like they're so tiny, and the details on their outfits and the dolls are all very, very cute. So I was lucky enough to get a couple of themed ones. So this one I think was called Colognes, Kittle Colognes, maybe something like that, but they all come in like a little perfume bottle. And you take off the top, and then you can open them up, and your Kittle is inside. So this one I think is called Violet, obviously, because she's purple themed. But again, like just really cute, you know, nice details, and these dolls hold up surprisingly well. As long as the kids didn't really go to town playing with them, they do hold up very nicely. So there's Violet. And these ones, what the heck are these called? I don't know. I wrote down Tutti Frutti Cones. So I guess these were Kittle Cones, maybe? Something like that. Obviously, it's a little ice cream cone. And if I remember correctly, I think, yes, the bottom piece comes off. She opens up. And yeah, super cute. That hair is just nuts. The hair is nuts. I don't remember. I might have restored her, I think I restored her rubber bands because the rubber bands were not in good shape. But yeah, very, very cute. All right, one that I don't believe that I have shown you guys is called a Skiddle little Kittle. So here she is, and let's see, she's called Tracy Trike-Diddle. They all had such strange names. So she was at an estate sale, and actually, oddly enough, I went to this estate sale. This was a couple years ago. Last day, just as a thing, because it was kind of close or whatever. Didn't even look at any of the pictures. Nothing was written in the description about there being dolls, right? So I get there, and there's dolls. Like, just a few, you know, like a couple baby dolls and stuff. And I saw this one. I'm like, ah. So I went back and looked later on at the sale, and they had a bunch of Kittles and like other dolls. I was bummed. I'm like, oh, I should have looked at the pictures, but I didn't. But anyways, I got lucky. I got her. She wasn't a super bargain, but she was cheaper than I would have paid if I bought her on eBay or whatever. So these dolls, super duper cute. She has this thing that goes into her back. It has wheels, and if you turn the wheels, I mean, obviously you do this on a table or whatever, she walks. So that's kind of cute. And I'm not gonna lie, she comes with this bicycle with a little wagon thing on the back, and I have not put her on this. I'm really afraid of like damaging her in some way. She seems more fragile than a lot of other dolls for some reason. But I would imagine that probably you can put her on here, and then when you turn her, turn her wheels, probably her feet will turn the bike and make it look like she's riding the bike or whatever. Yeah, super cute. So I got, I think that's all of the set. I think that's complete. So yes, and just the vibrant colors and everything. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. All right, so that's it for Kittles. Next up, I grabbed my Flatsy dolls. Now, I know I've had these for a while, and I'm pretty sure I've put pictures up on Instagram, so this isn't anything new, but I definitely would collect more of these if I had the room to do so. They're very weird to display because obviously they are flat dolls. They're kind of almost like a Gumby. Definitely bendy, so you can pose them if you want to. But this girl, man, I love this green hair. She is very, very cute, and she's got this little kind of like raincoat thing on. Yeah, these dolls are very cute. Not all of them are cute. If you look at some pictures, you're going to know what I'm talking about. They're not all cute. And this girl, so I actually got this hat in a lot years ago, and I figured out what it was. But then, eventually I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get the doll. So here she is with her little rain boots and stuff. And her hair was kind of insane when I got her, so I gave her some little braids because I thought that looked pretty cute. But then she got her little flower hat. So yeah, these dolls are very cute. They made some later on that had like long legs. I guess it was maybe supposed to be like the adult version of these or something. Not very cute. Sorry for anybody that collects those, but I don't really think those are all that cute. All right, last doll I'm going to show you was a Christmas present, I believe, from my husband. Doll that I've wanted for eons, but I couldn't justify the price because to me, these dolls, quality-wise, are like a dollar store doll. Like they're hollow body, they don't have articulation really. I mean, they do, but it's very limited. But they look so cool that I've always wanted one. I just didn't want to buy it myself. So I got lucky, and my husband actually bought me one. So this is Susie Sad Eyes. So there was the infamous Keen big eye portrait things, the artwork from like the 60s or 70s that it inspired Big Eye dolls. It inspired Tim Burton. Like there's a lot of people that were inspired by it, and the pictures are awesome. I actually have a couple, not original, the reproductions or whatever. But that's where this doll's concept came from, pretty much. It was the one with the tear. You know who I'm talking about. No Name, Little Miss No Name. Yes, she's another one that was like inspired by the artwork. So yeah, this doll, super duper cute. She, I think, was nude when I got her, and I just kind of had to, it's very hard to find clothing that fits these dolls because the scale is not the same as pretty much anything that I collect, right? So I was putting like Skipper stuff on her, tried putting Barbie stuff on her. Nothing really looked right. And this was some kind of weird like clone dress thing that I had. Just so happened to barely fit her. I think it's extremely tight on her, like around her waist or whatever. And then just put some Barbie or Skipper, I don't know whose boots these are, but they are right. And then I had a little knit cap that I put on her, so yeah, she's very cute. But like the quality is just, you know what, maybe she's not hollow, maybe she might be rubber, I don't know. But even like the details on the hands and stuff are kind of choppy, and the hair is like terrible quality. Maybe there's some other ones that are nicer than this, but they strike me as being like a cheap doll, but she just looks so cute with the big eyes. So yes, I was super excited to get this one. And she goes on my shelf of weird looking dolls that I have. Okay, so that's all the dolls that I was going to show you. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys how I go about making the plastic piece that I put on the doll's head to smooth out the hair. So this technique will work for any doll that you have. So basically, right, packing tape. We always have packing tape because we sell stuff online, right? So I just rip off a piece of packing tape. And I take, you know, the outside is the sticky side, right? So I fold the sticky side onto itself. So I just fold it in half. And I fold it right onto itself. I smooth it out. I don't have to worry if there's like a little wrinkle in the tape. I mean, this is not perfect, right? I just mashed it down. And I usually will take some scissors and just kind of chop along the long edge because you really don't want to have any part of sticky tape sticking out at all. So I just kind of chop around the edges. I'll chop these ends off too just to be safe because this is way more than enough tape. I always give myself a little bit extra. All right, who's going to be our test subject here? Chris, I guess. Chris will be the test subject. All right, so before I start doing that, I also take just a little bit of Scotch tape, and it can be any kind of Scotch tape, and just honestly, like this is probably too much. Like you can take just a little teeny tiny piece, but I like to get this ready to go. So I'll stick that to the table. All right, so if we take Chris, take the long tape, right? I will start in the front, and I'll put it like literally right over her face, right? Hold it down, wrap it around. And once it wraps over itself, only a tiny amount, I kind of will mark that spot with my finger. Take my scissors, chop it off. Now you get your extra, just get rid of that. Then take the piece that we measured. And again, I always stick it to the front. Wrap it around, make sure it goes over itself, and then like really make sure that this is on there pretty tight. Like you're not going to hurt your doll, but you want it to be very snug over the doll's head. Then we take a little piece of Scotch tape and carefully do not tape the doll or the hair. You want it just literally to go over the packing tape, and you seal it like that, right? So now we have this little plastic piece. So you can slide this off. And then, you know, wet the doll's hair, put in your conditioner, do what you're doing, you know, do your little combing. And once you get it looking exactly how you want it to look, you know, I usually will really I'll hold the hair down tight to the head. If there's bangs, you know, I'll push those down with my thumb and really kind of hold it on there. And then you just literally take this and you slide it right back over the doll's head. And even if, you know, you slide it on there and the hair's kind of sticking off to the side or whatever, you know, you can still kind of gently pull the hair to the side. Like just make sure that it's really on there, flat, and everything is smooth, because when the hair dries, that's exactly what it's going to look like. So you want to just lay every hair exactly where you want it, and then just leave it and let it dry. It might take a day or two or whatever, but when you take it off, it should be in pretty good condition. Now, with some of the wilder hair, sometimes I do have to do it a couple of times. You probably could also get like a little bit of gel to really kind of like get it flat if that's what you want. I know that there's people who will take gel and actually put it in like a spray bottle and water it down, so it's not like crunchy, crispy gel. It's like kind of a gentler, you know, hold it in place kind of gel. So I haven't tried that technique yet, but I probably will at some point in the future if I have a doll that's very unruly. So that is all that I have for today. This was a very lengthy video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next one.